This year I think we've managed to achieve a lot as a team through a broad spectrum of different races. We went well at the start of the year in Normandy, which is a week-long stage race in France, and then we carried that momentum right through the Tour of Yorkshire, and then, like you say, we went and won the Tour Series. I think we've got all the different bases covered with the team that we've got here. We've got 6 really strong guys. We're going to be playing off the backs of what some of the bigger teams are doing, and I think because the course is so tough, it's going to make it more difficult for them to control. So I think that'll play into our advantage.
Obviously, we won the Tour Series, which was a big highlight for the team. So that was a good 8-week chunk of the season. Some happy memories, some hard memories, but it's always nice when you come away with the win.
That's one thing that what this team is really good for is, we've got the ability to craft the ideal program, and the flexibility from Kelly and Dom and the guys at Madison is, that means off to the Pyrenees, down to do mountains training camp, back over to Belgium for some final last minute racing and sharpen things up, and to hit the ground running well there was a good thing, and it's start as you mean to go on for the rest of the season.
There's a lot of pressure on me because I was sort of borderline not coming. It was between me and a few other riders, so it's a lot of pressure on me to actually perform and prove that I deserve my place.
I think we all sort of complement each other. All our abilities are pretty similar. I mean, it was a bit of a shame with what happened with Eric breaking his arm and not being here, because I think he would have a pretty good ride here, and I was actually looking forward to riding for somebody in a different style of race. That, every year we normally come here to get in the breaks, and which is fine, but it would have been different this year, and I think if he was here and fit and well, would have been a totally different race for us.
Way we'll ride it, we'll be an opportunistic team, aggressive. We want to be in the breaks, and I think that'll be conducive to either picking up a jersey for one of us, be it mountains or sprints, and then a possibility also later on in the week, I think once the general classification sorted out, a stage win.
I think we all bring a sort of similar style of riding to the table, but then obviously there's Tom Stewart and Matt Holmes are pretty good at climbing, so I think they're going to feel quite at home this week. But then Scud and Mike are just powerhouses, really. They're just strong guys to get in breakaways, and obviously Macca, he won the King of the Mountains last year, so obviously he can go uphill.
He was going down with his head through the dip, just started getting real lightheaded and pretty much just lost consciousness.
We only heard on the radio that there was an abandon after 25k with Mike Northey, so it means he's pulled out of the race. So we get people. I don't think people realise in the convoy you get absolutely no information apart from he's just pulled out. And I know what Mike's like as a rider. It would have been serious for him to have pulled out of the Tour of Britain on the first day. So we had a few minutes of absolute hearts in our mouths waiting to hear what had happened. Thankfully he's okay, but we've lost one of our cornerstones of the team. He is really one of the key riders in this team, so it was a real sad day for us. You alright? First 2 stages, yesterday we had somebody in the break, which thought we're going to. Normally we should have been really pleased, but just a difficult stage, losing Mike. So kind of took the edge off it yesterday, and then today we've had a different. Mark crashed in the beginning of the stage, injured his knee. So it just seems like we're having quite a lot of bad luck at the beginning of this race.
The doctor's car, get him to get you a cold pack or something, just to try and stop the blood, the bleeding.
Steve comes towards the front right, who takes over.
Yeah, yesterday managed to get in the breakaway, which on one level is good, but I felt a bit disappointed with the way the race panned out in the end. Fortunately today I managed to make up for that, score a few points on the first climb, and even though that was difficult, it turned out to be just enough to take the King of the Mountains points jersey over for today.